Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, today I am hanging out with a local legend, the hammock man, Marvin Grant. Marvin, what are you working on right now?
I'm just starting a hammock. This is the Duracall size. It's the number 13. It's a large hammock. It's supposed to take me 2 hours to get it done. But if I rush and if I stand here, I can get it done in about an hour and a half.
Gotcha. And we were talking about this earlier, but you've been doing this for 31 years?
31 years in this building, total 32 years altogether. I did a year and a half at the main company when I first started. And how I got over here, I replaced a man named Primus Washington, who was doing it for close to 70 years.
Oh my gosh.
I replaced him.
70
And I've been here ever since. I came in this building July the 5th of 1993.
And how many hammocks have you made?
25,301. I have proof. I got it written down. Every month, I add up what I made for that month, and I continue to work that for the last 31 years.
What's made you continue doing this for 31 years?
It's an easy job, and I like talking to people.
That's a simple way to put it, I guess.
A lot of people come in and ask me different questions, or what's wrong with their hammock, how can they fix it, how can they clean it, different parts. I explain it to them exactly how to do it.
You also like teaching kids, right?
Well, a lot of kids that come here and ask me, can they try it? And those are the ones I get along with. The kids who like to talk. The kids who talk, those are the ones I teach them how to make part of a hammock. The beginning of the hammock and the ending of the hammock. Those are the ones I can teach. I show them twice. Their job is to finish it.
Yeah.
I tell them, you make it, you take it.
Oh, I see. All right, so can you walk me through some of the basics in terms of hammock making? You were saying that it isn't exactly weaving, right?
It's not. The weaving is the beginning of the hammock.
Okay.
That's the outer edges. This is the weaving part. These is made up ahead of time because this is the beginning.
Gotcha.
Now, once you get that started, we can weave the hammock to begin it. But once we get this begin, this is called a shuttle. We need it takes me 2.5 of these to make a hammock.
Okay.
If I use the ball and the shuttle combined, I'm looking at a faster time. Now, say I can't use that ball. It's gonna take me close to 2 hours to get this hammock done. Because I got to stop and add on and put another one on. Now, the last part of the hammock is the part I like to do.
Oh, why?
Because when you get it home, I tell the little girls, you can decorate it. You can have seashells, bees, turn into wind chime. It's up to you how you want to do it.
Yeah.
That's why I tell the kids, you make it, you take it.
You make it, you take it.
I'll show you how to do it once. Well, I can show you twice, but see, I'm not going to teach the kid. It don't work that way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I show the parent. I get the parent to show their kid how to make that top piece. Because see, I tell a lot of kids, your friends at home don't know me, but they know your mother, father, grandmother, auntie, or whoever you come in this door with, they know them. So I'm going to teach that person how to do this, so that person going to teach you. This way, when you get home and you tell somebody you made this yourself, they cannot say you lied.
Yeah.
You got proof.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, today I am at Coastal Comics with the owner, Drew Johnson. How are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. We got so much to talk about. I mean, let's get to the elephant in the room here. You're a comic guy.
A little bit, you know, you might say that. I started collecting when I was about 8. Did it my whole life, and it's kind of spiraled into having my own store the last 10 years.
And you have pretty much a little something for everyone.
Yeah, we've got old stuff, new stuff, action figures, posters, little gaming, you name it, we probably got it. If not, I'll get it for you.
I love that. So you actually brought some examples of some pretty rare comics that you have as well.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring a few things to show that you don't walk into a store and see on a daily basis, so I thought that might be a treat for everyone.
So walk me through, we were talking about this earlier, that these are in cases because they've been graded?
Yeah, that's the big trend in comics the last few years, getting your more valuable or more rare comics graded. It helps a lot of things, it helps preserve the comics. You and a potential buyer know exactly what you have in the comic as far as the grade and condition. Just helps everybody all the way around, and they look really cool in the case.
They do, of course. But what constitutes something being graded well? Is it the condition? Is it how old it is?
It's all about condition. Most collectibles, whether it be toys, video games, a lot of those are now being graded as well. It's about condition. So it used to be having the particular comic was, oh, I have the comic. Now it's having the comic in the perfect grade or a very high grade. This is an example of first appearance of Captain America in Marvel Comics, signed by Stan Lee. This one is from 1964. It's graded 7.0, which is pretty high for a book that's, you know, pushing 60, 70 years old. So that's why you get them graded, because not only do they look nice, they display well, and they will no longer deteriorate.
And you were saying the new comics come out on Wednesdays?
Every Wednesday's new release day, so that's probably our busiest day. People want to see what's out that week. There's always a new first appearance. There's always a hot comic everybody's looking for.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouth bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me, because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you can get a little fancy with it.
Yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I can automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks, and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right. If you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061 5 Paula's Island, near the bakery.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, good morning and thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm back with Money Coach Dana Wolf. How are you?
I'm doing great this morning, thank you. You?
I'm doing wonderful. Let's talk about debt.
Okay.
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
What is the debt snowball?
What is a debt snowball? Well, there's two ways that you can tackle your debt when you're trying to get out of debt. The one is called the avalanche, where you're starting with a big number here and you're dwindling down to where you have a small amount left, right? Just like the avalanche with the snow. The other one is called the debt snowball method. And what we're doing is just like a snowball, how we start with a little small snowball and we attack it, a small debt, and then when that debt is paid, we're going to take that snow and we're going to add it to the other snowball and it gets a little bit bigger, right? So what the debt snowball does is it gives you momentum. It keeps you going. If you've ever had the desire to run a 15K, yes? No?
No, I have not.
No, you have not. Okay, so if you want to
Personally,
run,
no.
okay, so if you want to run a 15K, you can't get up in the morning, put on your sneakers, and go for a 9.3 mile run, can you?
You would pass out.
Exactly. So you have to start small. So you start small with that 5K, 10K, 15K. The same is true with the debt snowball method. We're going to start with our smallest debt first and get rid of that. So we're going to pay all the minimums on any other debt that we have, regardless of the interest rate, and then we're going to take everything that we got and we're going to throw it at that small debt. And when that small debt is gone, we're going to take that same amount of money and then we're going to apply it to the rest of the debt. So the money that we're putting on our debt gets bigger and bigger and bigger, just like a snowball.
I love that.
Thank you.
And you were saying this is an extremely effective method that you've seen work time and time again.
It does, because you have that momentum, because you have those quick wins of getting rid of, maybe it's just a $50 bill that you have at a doctor's office, or maybe it's a $100 credit card bill, right? And speaking of medical bills, do not be afraid to negotiate, okay? They've already been paid by your health insurance, and then you have that deductible or you have a copay. A lot of hospitals and doctors will negotiate with you so that you can get out of debt quicker if you're willing to pay up front the full amount. So if you can, get on the phone with them, the medical bills especially, and just say to them, look, I can pay you X if you're willing to forgive the rest.
Gotcha. Well, I just want to ask you too, how does it feel whenever you're able to help people get out of debt? I mean, that's got to be pretty rewarding.
It is. You know, it's stressful, and people need to know that there's hope out there. They need to know that they have someone that can encourage them. If they need an accountability partner, they can show them the way, and they can tell them, you know what, it's not too late. You can start right now, today, to reach your goals.
So obviously when people are in debt, you might only have certain revenue streams and you have a finite amount of money currently to help pay off that debt. What do you recommend to them?
Well, the first thing is to take a look at your monthly expenses. We want to know, what can we cut? What can we add to the household as well? So can we cut things and reduce our budget? Can we add more money? Is there stuff that we can sell that's laying around the house that I can put on Marketplace? Maybe if the desire is great enough, the intensity that you want to put into this to get the debt done, maybe it means picking up a side job. Uber, Instacart, something along that line. Maybe it is picking up a babysitting job. If you have a hobby that you enjoy doing, if you like to bake, I love food and I love cooking, you know, so maybe I'm going to start doing side business as a baker.
Cake decorating.
An
Etsy shop.
There you go.
Make jewelry.
It could be anything. It could be something like sewing. You know, if you like to sew, if you like to knit, crochet, it doesn't matter what it is. If there's something that you have in your life that you enjoy doing, let's find a way to make money doing that.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.